Today we're going to learn 9 question words in English. The question words are what, who, where, when, why, which, how many, and how much. Let's get started. The first one is what. What is your favorite color? What do you use to make your videos? We use what to ask for things. For example, we use what to ask about something that we don't know. What is your favorite color? The second one is who. Who is knocking at the door? Who is your best friend? We use who to ask about people. For example, we use who to ask about a person that we don't know or we want to know. Who is your best friend? The third one is where. Where do you live? Where is the bathroom? We use where to ask about places. For example, we use where to ask about a place that we don't know or we want to know. Where do you live? The fourth one is when does a movie start? When is your birthday? We use when to ask about time. For example, we use when to ask about a specific time or day. When does the movie start? The fifth one is why. Why are you laughing? Why did you eat all the cookies? We use why to ask about reasons. For example, we use why to ask for a reason or to give a reason. Why are you sad? The sixth one is which. Which cake do you want? Which book is that? We use which to ask about a choice. For example, we use which to ask about a specific choice between 2 or more things. Which cake do you want? The seventh one is how. How are you today? How was your weekend? We use how to ask about a state or condition. For example, we use how to ask about someone's state or condition. How are you today? The eighth one is how many books do you have? How many languages do you speak? We use how many to ask about the number of something. For example, we use how many to ask about the number of countable things. How many books do you have? The ninth one is how much. How much does this cost? How much water do I need? We use how much to ask about the amount of something. For example, we use how much to ask about the amount of uncountable things. How much does this cost? And the last question word is whose. Whose bag is this? Whose book is on the table? We use whose to ask about possession. For example, we use whose to ask about who owns something. Whose bag is this? Okay, now let's do a quick quiz. What is your favorite food? How many languages do you speak? Where does the train start? When does the class begin? Who is your best friend?